Greetings, dear ones. I'm Kryon of Magnetic Service. It is appropriate to give the messages of the creation here. But before we say anything, and before we give anything, we ask permission. There are a few places on the planet when my partner sits to channel that there must be an agreement with the land and with the ancestors of the land and those who own the land in order to channel. And when we say those who own the land, it is not that which is owned in a Western way. They own the land because they are the land, and they were created with the land. And the land is theirs. And the land knows it and takes care of them accordingly. My partner speaks of the fact that energetic areas often will create technical problems. That shows you the energy that is here. It also shows you that the desire of that which is here, which you call the dirt of the earth or the rock before you, has energy, has purpose. Let me take you on a reminder trip as you sit here at literally the base of the creative stone. The red center of Australia is here, almost within reach of your hand. That's how close you are to history. When we took you to Lemuria and we channeled at the volcano, you got to see that which was the new, the earth, the creation, still pumping out the lava. You saw the specter of Pele, and she was big. Although it is mythology, it was female. When we took you to that which you call Mount Shasta, the creative energies were there, and the stories were there, and the creation was there, and it was all about the seven sisters. These represent nodes of the planet where those which were the creative seeds actually took their seeds and stayed there. And those who live around the volcano will swear that it is alive. And those who live at Shasta will see the lights at night on the mountain and will know that there is more there than just human. Now we are here. It's different here. And what is here that was not at the other places is a purity of sameness, and therefore the sacredness, you might say, has been cooked well. And it has not moved off the peg of creation, and the stories that are told are pure. And they stay pure because they're not written down. They are passed from human to human and the consciousness of song. And every single human that is born here at is pure here, knows the songs, knows the stories. And as many times as you have been told what they are, you're only told part of it. Now, it is not up to me to give you the rest of the story. But instead, I want to hint at it. And I want you to feel it. And I want you to understand something precious. The femininity of the song lines is on purpose. The word sister is on purpose. Those who are part of the land understand something. They understand that women's business is creation business. They actually teach what I have channeled in other places, that all of civilization passes through the womb of the woman. And so it is not just mythology that has the information that creation is feminine. It's soft, it is beautiful, it is mother. It is not an accident that the story is about the 7 sisters. Now, whether there were indeed 7 or more is not your business to know. But the 7 represents divinity, and the sisters represent femininity and motherhood. That is the creation metaphor that started here. Those that can track back the real history in 3D know that it is longer than any other spot as recorded in the history of the planet. It is also a node right now. You can turn around and almost touch it. That is how close we are to the rock. And let me tell you what is here. Only a little bit of what is here. There is an energy here that is so sacred it represents the original seed sisters. And we told you in previous channels something that I want you to remember right now. Some of you will feel it, some of you will not. That those who seeded you all those years ago never left. It's not in your logic or your paradigm or your lifespan to understand how such a thing could be. But it is. In such a state that they will always be until the end of the planet or until the end of civilization. And they live on the nodes. And the parts of the story that the children will learn later when they're adults is where they are and what they have to say. The creation story and the song lines are filled with profundities that you won't know about ever. Because only the pure know them. But I can tell you a little. Dear ones, those who had the seeds of this planet are known as the ones whose names you cannot pronounce. And you will hear this phrase. There are places on the rock which are sacred. You do not go, you do not photograph. And the reason is because they are there. Indeed, there are times guided by the stars when they will come out perhaps in a bigger way in 3 dimension than others. There's light at night that should not be here because of them. Now, I'm not talking about a distant place to those who are listening. I'm talking about what's right behind you. I'm talking about a node that you don't have to climb a mountain to see. It is here in front of you. There's no effort. Not really. And when this channel is over, you may turn around if you wish. And some of you will feel the profundity, not just of the creation story or the song line, but the fact that they are your seeds as well. This is real. It is not a fable. All through history, mythology makes things different than they are, and they do it for secret reasons, so that there is no inappropriate knowledge spread to those who shouldn't hear it. They often use the totems and the animals. They often make giants out of things in order to make them bigger than they are. The Greeks did it. The Anu did it. The indigenous of the planet do it. It's a way of keeping secrets and metaphors that mean other things to them that are trained later. To you, they are simply mythological stories. To them, they are their parents. The earth has parented those who are pure. And the ones who are responsible are still here. This is why it is sacred land. Depending upon where we are, the technology works or does not work. When it's appropriate that the ancestors allow the recording to be, it will work or not work. Honor it, my partner. Dear ones, there is very little to say past what I have said. I want you to feel the rest. Be silent for a moment. Could it be that I'm right? So many years ago, they came to alter your DNA and give you the seed of God from the stars. And now you're awakening to the truth, a bigger truth that they have known all along who live here. Think of these things. They're either real to you or they're not. And if they are, take a moment to greet them. They know your name. They know your name. And so it is.